You're watching the Alabama Weather Network.
It's Friday the 13th of February, getting set to cruise into a weekend. This is James Spann. Tomorrow looks pretty good, but a soaking rain is likely on Sunday. And the question is, could there be a strong storm? All the new data is in the house, so we'll take a look at things together as we do every day. This is the upper air look, and we're watching that trough that's coming into the southwest United States over here. That's the one that's going to bring the rain to the state on Sunday. It'll be very progressive, moving quickly, but today, very, very nice. Visible satellite view, mostly sunny across the state. Got a few high clouds over southwest Alabama. Closest rain to the west is moving into West Texas, out around El Paso, back into New Mexico. Temperatures this afternoon, very nice. After a chilly start this morning, we've got 60s and 70s. Mobile, 74. 71 for Monroeville. 60 up at Huntsville. We'll see highs well up in the 60s tomorrow and Sunday. We'll check the watch warning map around the nation. Pretty quiet. Looks like we've got some winter storm potential for the California mountains, which they need. Fog issues for South Louisiana and parts of the upper Midwest. There is a marginal risk of severe storms through tonight from West Texas into parts of Oklahoma. That's level 1 out of level 5. Tomorrow, SPC has introduced a level 2 out of 5 risk for places like Houston and Lake Charles, parts of southeast Texas and Louisiana. A level 1 out of 5 surrounding that from Texas over into South Mississippi. And then on day 3, which is Sunday, we have a very low-end marginal risk of severe storms defined here. And they've drawn this thing as far north as Birmingham. I just can't imagine us having any strong storms that far north. If we do see any strong storms, most likely it would be near the Gulf Coast, and even there, it's a very low-end threat. We'll take look at all the new model data here in just a second. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days, and let's see if the new update is in. I'm doing this live here at 3:13 this afternoon. And I would imagine it probably is, and it is in. So we're going to watch it change together, and the numbers are actually coming down a little bit. So let's see here. I'm going to drop it in the right folder so you can see it. All right, there we go. All right. Yeah, numbers have come down for much of the state. Initially, the WPC forecasts were 2 inches, maybe or more. Now we're down to a half inch for the northern half of the state. Not a lot. I mean, no doubt it's going to rain Sunday, but the QPF numbers have come way down. Heavier potential for rain southeast Alabama, about 1 inch for places like Andalusia and Dothan, which is where they need it, and that's where we got the most significant drought conditions. But again, the numbers have certainly come down, and obviously there's no risk of any flooding. But let's take a look at the weekend. What do you say, model fans? Here we go, European. This is the 12Z run, 3 o'clock tomorrow, that trough coming into Texas. And that's the one that will bring the rain in here on Sunday. But a pretty good chance we can squeeze out one more dry day for most of you to get highs in the upper 60s and low 70s. Let's go to the high-resolution HER model. This is valid tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. And there might be a little shower somewhere, but not many. Most of the rain well to the west of here. So we'll say a mixture of clouds and sunshine tomorrow. Highs upper 60s and low 70s. All right, Sunday morning, 4 o'clock, 4 a.m. A pretty impressive comma-shaped rain feature there, kind of wrapping into an upper low that's over Arkansas. But if you note on the Alabama-Mississippi line, that little skinny, narrow line that would represent maybe a line of some thunderstorms involved. But let's look at the severe weather parameters as that line pushes into southwest Alabama. This is 4 a.m. Sunday. Instability, there's none across Alabama except for a little bit over Mobile and Baldwin counties. But even there, those numbers are very low. That's barely supportive of severe storms. Now, the dynamics are pretty decent here, but the dynamics are displaced well to the north of where that little spot of instability happens to be. And accordingly, the significant tornado parameter, again, 1 unit, and that's about it, which is basically insignificant. So I guess at 4 a.m. Sunday, there could be a couple of strong storms pushing into southwest Alabama, but with no instability other than Mobile and Baldwin counties. I just don't think we'll have a problem here. Let's go to 6 a.m. Sunday, and you can see what happens. The storms just kind of go away, and it just becomes a big mass of rain. Just a large mass of rain across the state. 6 o'clock Sunday morning, nothing severe, everything's outflow dominant. And then Sunday at noon, the bulk of that widespread rain has moved out of the state, but you see that new batch of showers coming into West Alabama. That's with the upper low. And the air aloft is going to be very cold with that. There might even be some small hail with those showers Sunday afternoon over the northern part of the state. But again, just small hail, nothing severe, no issues. So again, the bottom line is on Sunday, we'll have a big batch of rain coming into the state early Sunday morning. And there might be a strong storm near the Gulf Coast, but with hardly any surface-based instability, we just don't expect a big issue. And then by 6 o'clock, just a lot of rain. And then Sunday afternoon, maybe some showers underneath the cold core upper low and trough coming into North Alabama. So Monday, everything's gone. We're dry. Hey, next week, the warmest week so far this year. Get ready. Monday, most spots will be in the 70s. The sky will be sunny. Tuesday, everybody in the 70s. Wednesday, we might see some locations in South Alabama hitting low 80s. Yeah, buddy, break out the tank tops, the flip-flops. Thursday, same thing, very warm. Mid to upper 70s and low 80s. Mostly dry. And a week from today, this is Friday the 20th, pretty good trough in the western states. And again, they need that. They really do for mountain snow, for water supplies and wildfire control. And around here, there might be enough moisture for a few spotty showers, but probably nothing widespread. So again, maybe a shower toward the end of next week, but much of next week looking simply warm and dry. Let's go out 10 days. This is Monday, the 23rd. We've got little shortwave trough axis coming through, but the air is very dry. That suggests just nothing. Snow fans, this is not looking good. This is the probabilistic outlook for 1 inch of snow or greater between now and the 28th of the month, showing no chance here. Rain for the next 15 days, the mean between 2 and 3 inches. That's the green line on that chart between now and the 28th of February. Temperatures coming off the national blend of models. Here comes the warmth next week. Look at all those mid to upper 70s. And again, this is for the middle of the state. If you're in South Alabama, add a few degrees to that. But the bottom line is next week should easily be the warmest week so far this year. And just in, latest long-range guidance, the 21st through the 27th, again, solidly in the red, meaning temperatures will likely stay above average. And again, it sure looks like it's going to be early March before we see the next meaningful cold snap here. Hey, let's roll some Children's of Alabama Kid Cam, Alexander City. Veritas Lake Martin Christian School, love it. Had a great session today. Oh, man, Friday crowds are fun. We talked about how we forecast the weather, convection, tornadoes, hurricanes, weather safety, and much more. A lot of fun. Great kids. Loved it. So again, to these students at Veritas Lake Martin Christian School in Alexander City, thanks a lot for a great visit earlier today. Hey, you guys are looking good. So that's it. Today I'll be on ABC 3340 News this evening. And remember, you can hear my forecast every day on great radio stations around the state, including in Birmingham, 98.7 KISS. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful weekend, and God bless.